Now what you've done so far is great, but guess what? I don't grade any of that. The only part that I grade is this very next part, and that is the dimensioned drawing. So you have to make it over here, new drawing, and this is way too big of a paper, so we're going to change this. Right-click Sheet 1, Edit Sheet, change this to size A. That's 8.5 by 11. That's a standard paper size. Say OK. We're going to change the size of this as well, the title block. So right-click ANSI Large. We're going to delete that one. Go into your drawing resources. There's a little plus sign. Click the plus on title blocks and double-click ANSI A. From here, we're going to put in a base, and it's going to give you the options of whatever's open. So if you've closed this stuff and you're not like me and you're just going to get all done in one day, you should be able to hit the search for a file button, and it should open up, which it didn't for me just now. But for you, it should definitely go to your P drive for Footstool, and your files should be there. There they are. Alright, first thing I want to put in is an isometric view, so I'm going to hit open, and I want to see that home view. And this, probably going to put over here in this corner. I want it to be shaded, and this is a weird scale, 0.12 to 1. Let's see if we can make that, I don't know, let's say a fifth. Is that too big? Maybe. We'll see. We can always adjust that later. We'll say OK. Okay, we're also going to put in a base view of the... Oh, we didn't make an exploded view yet. Well, that's exciting. We're going to hit cancel. I have to teach you something new. Go up here to New, and go to Presentation. We're going to create a new view. It's going to choose whatever assembly file you have access to in your project folder, which is just the one, so hit OK. And now we are going to pull all of this apart. This is, again, not your assembly. This is a presentation file. So you click on Tweak Components, and let's start by clicking on the top of this. We're going to grab that little arrow and drag up. If we want to make it pretty full, we can say that that's 3 inches up. We're going to be very exact with all of our things, especially on the sides here, so it's symmetrical. Let's say that's also 3 inches out. Hit the little plus sign. Click on this to highlight it. Click on the arrow, drag that out. -3. Pay attention to positives and negatives. Okay. We can drag this tray out a little bit. Let's call that 2 inches out there. And this other tray side, that can also be a -2 inches out. And this last piece over here, and we'll drag that up, about an inch, maybe 2 inches. We'll say that's 2 as well. Okay. That should be good. I know it looks a little bit messy, but it's really not that bad. Like, we can see all the different pieces that are in this. So let's save that. And Footstool 1, let's get rid of the 1. Let's just call it Footstool. Yes to all. This is saying, do you want to save all of its dependents? Yeah. Yeah, we do. And now we can go back to the drawing that we started and we hadn't done much with yet. Let's put in a base. There's our exploded view. That's pretty cool. We're going to make that a little bit bigger though. So how's a quarter scale? That's going to be pretty big. Let's go back to a 5th scale. Okay. Alright. And we'll say okay. Oh, it didn't come in shaded. Alright, to move this around, you can't just click on the picture and move it. There's a little red box that pops up. If you click and drag that little red box, you can move that. If you double click the little red box, you can bring this box back up and you can choose shaded, which will add color to it. We're going to annotate it, which means you add notes to it, and that's going to be like a parts list. So if you ever bought furniture from IKEA or Walmart or whatever it might be, you may have had to have done some assembly. We want the I guess the assembly file is fine. We'll say OK to that. Yes, we want to enable the bill of materials. We'll put that up in this corner, and yeah, we're gonna have to shrink some things down. I'm gonna adjust my table widths here. I can't really move that down, so I can double click it, and instead of a 5th, I guess I'll make it a 6th, which is like a weird size. A 5th is a weird size too, by the way. It's not like a standard size at all. But we'll just move it down a little bit so it fits. We'll double click any of the text that's in here. If you try and double click the box, it won't work very well. Click on the text, and now you can edit things. So this is going to be 1 inch by 10 inch, and this is pine, which is typically stamped on it SPF, which is spruce, pine, or fir. It's some kind of a softwood lumber. I hit copy, Control C, I go paste, 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 paste. The only thing that doesn't get it, which I messed up already, that's great, tray bottom we said is masonite. And we hit apply. By the way, if you don't know how to paste, that's Control V. Control C is copy, Control V is paste. We'll say OK. That looks good. And I have item numbers, I have quantities. I don't have any way to tell what item number goes with what until I click balloon. Click balloon. Click on just the edge of a part so it highlights red. Click one more time. Right? That's going to say where it has to go out to. Right click and say continue. So again, click 1, click 2, right click, continue. That's 3 clicks total. Click 1, click 2, right click, continue. Click 1, click 2, right click, continue. And here for the masonite, 1, 2, right click, continue. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There should be 6. Tray divider almost got away from me. Continue. I try and keep these all about the same distance away. I always like to try and get the angles to be roughly similar, which you don't have to do, but it does make it look pretty nice when you do. So if you have the time to do it, you may as well do it. Alright, and before we go on, because I know this video is getting kind of long, we're going to click text, and right in here you're going to put in, this is the footstool bill of materials. And we're going to refer to that later as a BOM. Oop, that's not what should have been there. That goes in the title box. In the top box, you want to put down your name. Okay, we're going to stop there and pick up in the next video.